Anyway, welcome everybody. Let us make our apple jam, and we start by cleaning our apples. So I'll clean my apples here. It was a bad setting in the beginning. Sorry. Oh, every apple has had a rebel, or what is it? So that's our apples. I'm not quite. I want to keep on checking on this microphone because it has disappointed me twice. But I think I'm the one who cannot. So I'm going to peel my apples. I forgot to bring a bowl with me. But so our apples are very soft. It's not and they can be very sour too. Soft and sour. Oh. Yeah. So our apples are not as crunchy as apples like Royal Garras. They tend to be a little bit soft, and I think it's the soil type. Because even our, what do you call it? What do you call the other fruit that we grow here? The one look like 8. What do you call it? I know as we call it pedon, but pears. Yeah, the pears. Here we have another kind of pears. It's soft. It's not like the one I used to eat when I was a child. Kenya pears are sweeter. Despite that they are big, they are sweet. So because tomorrow I'm taking the white porridge, so I prefer to take it with this apple jam. And I make it because of my son too, because maybe he will take apple jam with the porridge during the weekend. Yeah. I think I have to remove some of these. I think I'm going to use the sharper one now, the sharp knife, to cut the apple. Here I have a cooking pot. This is what I'm going to use to cook the apples. Knife here, knife there. I have to remove the seed and the middle. Oh. In fact, they are not sour. not even smart enough. I could have put them like that so that I can see which one I have removed. I see it. To cook them. That is why I'm chopping them. Done with chopping the apples. I am going to that water. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. We need some water. So we just put on the oven and we put our apples here. It was just a little over 1 kilo apples. They are big apples. Oh my goodness, what apples. Can see 1 kilo apple, you'll get so many, like these apples. A full cooking pot with apples. Oh. As we wait for our apples, I think I'll be cleaning my chopping board. Washing the dishes, but such stuffs, unfortunately, like the chopping board, the wooden, does not, it's not good to have them in machine. So we need to clean. to have the full fire. I think I'm very careless with these kitchen towels. I have so many because I care less with them. I normally buy these wiping towel. These are half of it. The reason why I like this wiping towel is because you can clean it in a machine about 60 degrees compared to others. So you can use it until it wear out. The others, when you clean them in machine, they tend to, they don't look bad. They don't look good at all. You know, this my cooking pot, I've lost this thing, the holder. So I have to use my spoon to lift it. I'm supposed to add 100 ml of water. You're good to go. That is 100 ml water. Then I add 1¾ deciliter of sugar, almost 100 ml, 80, almost full but not full. And then I let it to cook. I think as we wait for it to cook, I want to prepare my, it is evening anyway, those who wonder what is the time, it is evening here, so I think I'm going to get myself in I need to prepare my tea. You know African with tea. But as you age, when somebody age, tea is good and tea is not good, because you realize that most of the people when they drink coffee, they don't have the problem with releasing themselves, but when you take tea, you realize that most of the people, their stomach become very hard. They have a problem with releasing themselves, especially when you have your age are a little much gone. I prefer not, and that's why, because as we age, our organs age, and you know, and the more we age, the more difficult we get, even when on matters relating to food digestion. So it is good to take, like myself, I mix the two. And this week, I'm not being a good coffee drinker. You may, like when you are old, you know, when you are old, you are not active. So your intestine are not as active as the intestine for the youths. And that's the same problem you see when with a newborn baby, because the body is not used to this child was not used to some kind of food. You realize some of the kids, they tend to have problem with releasing themselves, and that problem is also with the old people. So too much tea, and you're not drinking. We know that one thing the old people and the children, they share in common is they are very bad drinkers. They don't, unless a child is because she can or he cannot take by herself. Old people, we know when the more we get old, we have problem with these bones, waist bones, especially when especially women, depending on how you give birth, and some of these problems were not solved. But you may realize that you have problem with the leakage, and we know that the more you grow old, the more you have problem with that it is easy for you to urinate for yourself. So if you have an old person and she or keep on telling you, like when you are somewhere, that you help her, or you show her the toilet, or you show him the toilet, especially women, we have so many problems. Just understand her, that it's age. She cannot be able, her bones, we call them, I don't know what we call them with English. These, I don't know whether it's the one that we call pelvic girdles. Because of some problems developed when we give birth, during giving birth. Some problems are normal, because I've seen patients who have no children, but they have problems with urine leakage. I have seen women who have given birth and they have no problem with the urine leakage. That's why modern women, we are being told, when you give birth, you need some training to try to help your pelvic girdles muscles after giving birth. You go to some training, some gym to help you to recover this area, because we know this area is delicate. We know that is where the men, when they develop that problem of leakage, they develop because the the, what do you call it, the intestine end there, and the urine, what do you call it, pipe is still there. And one thing, before you release yourself, the intestine, we call it head-talm, like, is it the appendix? It expands some hours before you release yourself. It's like when someone is preparing to give birth. When you take an X-ray, you look at the stomach, you realize that one way to know that somebody, and you see the intestine are bubbling. So you understand that someone may have a long cord. You cannot tell you cannot tell the exact time, but when you see that bubbling in the stomach, and you see the appendix here, I don't know whether they are called appendix, but I hope so. They have enlarged. You know that person is going to release, to go for a long call. So due to such problems that, the intestine head there, this is the part that you use, women, when you are pushing. Men, they have the same problem, although they don't give birth. So because even I've seen so much leakage in men than women, by the way. I don't know the reason, but I've seen so many leakage, by the way, serious leakage in men than women. What that one depends on, by now I cannot tell. But most of the serious leakage I've seen, they are with men. Men, when they have leakage, they have serious leakage. So I was telling you, this tea is good, this chai is good, but especially when you are taking it black and your age is gone, not good. Then you have to take these medicines we buy in the chemistry, the powder. It can be liquid form, the powder form, or the one you put from your, or the one that you put from your back. It's always be like, what do we call it? Here we call it salva. What do we call it? I don't know how I can explain, but it's in a tube. So it is not good to take green. It is not good to give old people black tea. I don't advocate. And then another thing, if your age is gone, you should know that maybe you cannot go to gym, but going for a walk and some simple, now like here in West we have come with the exercises for the old, even for the gym for the old, where like maybe somebody is sitting on a wheelchair, but she can still train, because by lifting, like I'll show you some of these things. Like when you lift one of your feet like this, you see, you train, and you see, even you are training the stomach like that. Even if a grandmother or a grandfather is sitting on a wheelchair, he or she can be able to lift her feet. It's not a big deal. And because some of these exercises, they are the ones that help them not to become, not to lose, not their body function to stop functioning, because if they just sit the whole day and do nothing, at long last, their muscles will become weak. So that's why we have to train their muscles. That is why you see even in big hospitals, these physiotherapy and the like, they are very popular because some of these problems, even they have realized, even most of the West nations, they have realized some of these stress people they have, they don't have to be, it's not obvious they be solved with medicine. Maybe someone, it can be, maybe someone is, maybe that the patient may look like she is worried because there are some things that are disturbing her. So as a nurse, as a doctor, you just need, maybe that somebody need someone just to sit and explain and tell. Maybe that one need just sometimes with someone who can just pay attention. And I can see that our apple gem is now done. You see, even I did not, when you chop it and you chop it good, the other apples which are not soft, you may need to take them in a mixture. You mix them with a mixture or the food preparing machine. Good. So we need, what we just need is to put our jam here, and we wait for it to cool. I don't know if I'm going to use this sauce. So you see what I did, just to cook the jam. Apples are very simple, but apples from South Africa and the crunchy apples, these Scandinavians or even the Netherlands apples, these West nations and the Americans apples, they are soft. They are not as crunchy as Africans apples, like Royal Gara. Then the green apple is very crunchy. It's hard, so you can still use those apples, but you cannot cook them to a jam like this. You have to use the mixture to mix them. So as simple as that. That is how we cook the apple jam. You see, like our African porridge, it tastes nothing. When you cook, like when you make such apple jams, I think even it will be because unless they try to put taste on those millet Africans. In fact, they are the nutritious one. The millet. It's the problem we had that we did not know that to make this millet porridge. I was saying like this. One thing we did not know, that our millet, there was nothing wrong with our millet porridge. But apart from sugar we have added to those millet porridge, they are so tasteless and they are not encouraging at all. So we did not know, like the way these people knew that, you know, the oat is tasteless. But when you put something like this, the apple jam, it is going to give you appetite, and you have gotten yourself protein and vitamin. And if you want, even I do cook the oat with the bananas, the ripe bananas. You can take the ripe bananas, you peel, and then you mix with the oat. It gets taste because banana by itself is sweet. You can wait for pears. You can use pears to cook even these African porridge. You can add those fruit to your porridge, just to make it more nutritious and to make it to have taste. Instead of adding only sugar, add fruit. It's like the way we cook. What do we make? The way we make these. What do you call them? What do we call them? We call them muslin, but you people, you call it something else. The one you take the oat, you mix it with some fruits, and it's become. You make. I'm forgetting the name of that. I'm forgetting the English name, but anyway, that is how you make the apple jam. So this jam is for. We have a white porridge, and I think when I was a child there was a white porridge, but I don't know whether it still exists. So I'm going to make that white porridge, and I think this white porridge is a product of a maize flour. I don't think, no, not a maize flour. It's a product of baking flour, because it's very soft. But because we African, maybe we don't have this white porridge. You can use the maize flour to make the white porridge, and then you put like 3 spoons. That is when the porridge is ready, of course. You put the 3 spoons of the apple jam, and you eat for the breakfast. Very delicious. Before, we did not know that. We don't need to mind about what we're gonna eat together with our bread. The best breakfast you can give me is bread and avocado. This one I'm very good to go, because you can eat with hard bread, soft bread, any bread. Avocado is suitable for it's suitable to eat together with the food. The main food, you can have it in salad, you can use it for the. So in fact, I've gone to nations and I've seen like fruit and vegetables are part of every meal, and I found it so healthy. Unfortunately, African, we don't know how to eat salad. I learned how to eat salad when I joined Western nations. When we eat salad, like cabbage, our cabbage have to be cooked. Here, they don't cook cabbage always. A cabbage is made as a salad. Spinach, according to science and medical, spinach is not something you can eat raw. Here we eat spinach, they cook the fish sauce. So those are some of the things that I want to teach people on how to, these things that we think they are valueless, they can add taste and flavor to your food. Imagine apple, just some apples, and you chop them and you cook them. And then you get the jam, which you can use together with your breakfast to enjoy your porridge, to give taste to your, and to make your porridge more nutritious. And you can have as so many as the thing that banana you can just cook there directly, and you make sure that that porridge you eat it whole, because banana and the fridge, no. I know that you can freeze the very ripe bananas, but they are not, you cannot eat them. What you can do, you can use them to make ice cream. They give that taste of the banana to the ice cream. I hope that you enjoy this video, and you will share, and you subscribe, and you will like. My people, I love to always thank you for your support, for coming on our way. We appreciate so much. I know you'd love to know much about things, but tonight we have Kesha. So when I finish here and I take some tea, I'm going to prepare for Kesha. So we meet in the next video. This video is going to be in that page of our boy 86. This is this video. So this video is going to be on that page. So bye bye for now.